Oh my gosh, hey guys, what are you doing in there? I was looking for a snack. Anyways, an amazing intro from me. Where's the best lighting? I didn't even look at this before. You guys are gonna get the kitchen view. And oh my gosh, I don't even know if you guys can hear me properly. There you go, kitchen lighting and sink. I might be on my knees right now, but I fit in the frame well, so I like it. But anyways, so today is progress day 2. Um, hmm, what else was gonna say? I mean, not progress day, progress week 2. I still have. My bad. I thought it was wet. I still have 2 weeks till my competition, but it's nearing quite close. I have another practice today. Talk a little more about my practices very soon. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little intro, say hi to you guys. Welcome back to my videos. And I wanted to do quick the verse of the day. I wanted to start that a bit first. Today we're going to do Acts 8. I'm kind of going to jump around in Acts 8 itself. So yeah, get ready. Or Acts 9. Acts 8 and 9. Right? So starting off in Acts 8, I really like the introduction of Saul, right? And Saul was consenting unto his death. This is chapter 8, 1. And Saul was consenting unto his death, and at that time there was a great persecution against the church, which was at Jerusalem. And they were all scattered abroad throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. Devout men carried wait, my bad. Devout men carried Stephen to his burial and made great lamentations over him. As for Saul, he made havoc of the church, entering into every house and howling men and women, committed them to prison. Therefore they were scattered abroad, went everywhere, were preaching the word. All right, so I want to stop there real quick. I really like this introduction of Saul because when we first know of Saul, he is wreaking havoc of the church, right? It literally says havoc. He's spreading them out. He's looking for them. He's searching for them, not just to find them and say, "Oh, hey, what up?" No, to kill them. And if that in the best case scenario, to commit them to prison, which is horrible, right? But what's really cool here is if we jump to 9, right, we see something very interesting, right? Saul, keep in mind, haunted Christians, right? He was regarded for what he did and known for his bad acts. Hopefully the audio is good. If not, I'm going to cry. I don't know if I'll do it again. But anyways, he was regarded for his bad acts. People knew him for who he was all around Jerusalem and all around the nation. This is how big of an impact Saul had in his bad, right, in his wrongdoing of hunting Christians, right? So in Saul, in chapter 9, I found it really cool because we continue with this vision of Saul, right? Starting in 1. And Saul, yet breathing out threatening and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went on to the high priest and desired of him letters to Damascus, to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them to bound unto Jerusalem. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And he said, Who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Jesus, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? And the Lord said unto him, Arise and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do. And the men which journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice but seeing no man. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no man, but they led him by the hand and brought him to Damascus. So I find this really interesting because God chose Saul. And you could literally see this. Like God, Jesus literally showed up in front of Saul and stunned him. He spoke to Saul directly. Jesus spoke to him one on one. The person that is persecuting him the most, right? So, was editing a little and I noticed the audio cut off. But I'll continue and finish off now. So basically, I was at that Saul um, chose. I mean, chose Saul, right? Literally finding him one on one and blinding him in a way with his voice and his sight, right? His presence. So I just found that really cool because then later on, when you keep going on to the next chapter, Acts 10 and in Acts 9, you can see how afraid people are of Saul. They're surprised that he's in a way good, right? They're like, oh, shouldn't we be scared of him? Isn't he a bad dude? Isn't he a bad person? Didn't he persecute us recently? But that's when Jesus was like, shows that big change, right? That's what I think is so crucial that we don't understand nowadays is that being born again, right? When you're born again, doesn't just mean, hey, now I'm Christian. I can keep doing the same sins over and over again. It means, hey, I'm a new person. When people see me, I'm going to be different. That doesn't mean you have to be a killer, right? It doesn't mean you have to be a murderer and then, like, oh, he's a nice person now. But no, it means you have to go, we are all sinners, right? Going from habitual, constant sin to attempting to be as far away from it as possible. And that can be and should be a very drastic change. So really, that's all I wanted to talk about today. That's big verse, big little lesson, not just verse of the day of the week, more little lesson of the week there. But yeah, we'll jump right into my first training day of this week, September 11th, I believe. Yeah, where I was going to go in to do as many V4s as I could, but I got stuck on one. So you'll see how that goes here in this green V4 that I do right now. Slightly different angle now. We're in my hallway in this very big place. You don't see the same things over there.
Anyway, so quick intermission between my first workout. It went all right. Like honestly, my biggest attempt, you could see there, the one I got basically to the last hold, was really weird to me, because after I did that move where I'm kind of like here, then I go here, like doing the like recreating, right? So I'm here, and then I have this one, and then I have to reach here, right? So after holding that one, um, I kind of didn't think I could do anything else. I was like, I'm done here, right? But then I was like, might as well keep going to see how far I can get, right? And I almost got to the last hold, which is honestly pretty impressive, and I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I could have gotten it, but getting over that little fear of that, was a little hard. But that's about it for my first one. We'll transition right into my second day. I believe it's September 12th. If not, I'll correct it real quick. I'm a little dumb. 15. Yeah, 12. When I went, did I go to the block that time? Yeah, I did go to the block. But this time I decided, you know what? Let's not get cocky, put my ego aside, and I did as many V3s as I could. And this day I did get a few more. There were some I didn't fully complete, but I didn't want to overexert myself doing that final move because I felt like it was just too much strength in a way, right? Like it didn't feel like it was a technique thing, but I could be very wrong. If any of you guys are like, I get Magnus Bitmo watching this, like correct me, please. If anyone understands it a bit more, sees what I could have done, feel free to write it in the comments. I'll be glad to respond and even try that in the next video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this next little section. Whoop. Here you go. Now we're at a slightly different angle. As you can see, I had a very successful day that Tuesday, and it honestly went super well. I'm super happy about it. I'm very happy with how everything went. If you can't tell, I kind of don't have my microphone. I might have dropped them. Look, this is what remains of them. If you guys want to see. Because I connected it and then I dropped it. Anyways, I ordered new ones that are gonna come in on Monday, so maybe you guys won't even notice the change, right? Hopefully. But yeah, that's how that's going. I'm pretty excited for this upcoming week. This day was really well. I felt super tired. You could see on that last one. I was holding those last ones, and then I could have just, boop, boop, I think, maybe. Or maybe I could have like, boop, 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 or something. But I was so exhausted. So I decided to pause there. And then I was going to rest for the day after. But then I found out that the U of A was going to have a practice. So I was like, might as well go. And it was, oh my goodness, so tiring. I don't think I've ever been more tired out by a climbing practice before. And it was exhausting. Today's Friday, and I'm still in pain. But I have practice today in like 2 hours or so. So I'm pretty excited for that. You guys will probably be seeing this video while I'm at practice. Kind of delayed editing it a bit just because I procrastinate and because I had a lot of homework. I did have a project, to be fair. But yeah, I think that's about it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Glad you guys made it all the way to the end. Feel free to click that like button, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I mean, if you're at the end, might as well click that subscribe, right? You lasted the whole video, you like them. No questions asked. I already told you, right? But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend and a lovely week next week. I'm very excited to see you guys then. Thank you guys. Have an amazing one.